Hello, Facebook ads people. I'm Konstantinos, and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello, guys. Another podcast, number 70. And today I would like to discuss, of course, some of your questions that we always have, and a little bit about the results again. I know it's been 2 months. We had some difficult days and some difficult months. Just to, break it down again, we had a very good January. We had a good February until the 15th. Then it was medium, not bad, medium. So medium month was February. Then we had a very bad month, which was March. And then we have a medium month, which was April. We had very good results up to the 5th. Then the results dropped, and then we had very good results on the last 10 days of April, which made the whole month in general being a medium month, 15 days good, 15 days bad. Now, we started really well on March, April, on May. We started really well, and then it dropped again, a little bit of results. So that's the recap. I'm seeing, for example, the previous week that we had some low results. Nothing crazy on my Mother's Day ads. Do you know also what is? It's so unfair because I was doing Mother's Day ads all the week, and I forgot to say happy. It's not happy birthday. I just forgot to say to my mom. For the Mother's Day, or to send you something while I was doing ads for the whole week about the Mother's Day. Anyway, she forgive me. So what do we have here? We have a situation that we don't have good results again in the middle of the month. And apart from all the things that we discussed on the previous podcast about Meta resetting the campaigns and all of this abnormal behavior, that I can see that I'm not the only one noticing, but I can see from your comments that you have noticed also that. The thing is that I'm seeing also something else which really bothers me. I'm seeing that in several ad accounts, we have Meta trying to just force some specific settings. I have over here one print screen that I got. Out of the blue, on some other accounts, I have seen automated rules. I checked several of my other accounts and I could see that there were some automated rules. As you can see on the created by, it doesn't even say that it's coming from Meta, which is annoying. I don't know if it's an app or it's something else, but I have seen it in some other accounts, not in many, but in some other accounts. These three automated rules, one of them is for overlap, another one is for optimize ad creative. Basically, it's turning on the standard enhancements if you don't use them. The standard enhancements are the AI enhancements that we see on the ad level, and that I told you that I don't use them because they're just messing the ads, and they're trying to actually find ways to force you to use all of these standard enhancements. Then we have reduced audience fragmentation, which is combining assets when it's being activated, and the first one with overlap, it's turning off assets. So I have seen this kind of automated rules coming out of the blue in some other accounts, and of course I turned them off. It doesn't say created by Meta or anything. It doesn't even give who created it. You should check your ad account, I guess, ad accounts, in order to see if you also have them. Before we go into your questions, I would like to say something which I'm noticing consistently. In most of the accounts, and I'm having one comment over here from Onur that says, it doesn't let me create more than 8 advanced plus campaigns. I guess he's talking about, I contacted multiple times to the support team and the internal team, but they couldn't change it either. All of these changes that we are discussing and you're seeing on the videos are going to go live by the end of June. So everyone is going to be able to do more than 8 advanced plus campaigns by the end of June. What we need to discuss here, though, is that I'm seeing also other changes, not only the demographics, not only targeting a specific area. We had the changes on the interface of how the ad account settings are looking and the different audiences and testing and all of that. But I'm also seeing another thing, that we are having in more and more ad accounts now the option to do campaign budget optimization on Advantage Plus campaigns. We discussed this on the last video that I did about the end of the crazy method and what I believe that's going to happen. But what I'm noticing is that across accounts, when I'm using the campaign budget optimization instead of using the ad set budget optimization, if you're not able to, if you think that you cannot change it, you are wrong. Just go and hover over the campaign budget optimization. It's going to have a pencil and you will be able to do ad set budget. So what I noticed is that when you are having an Advantage Plus with campaign budget optimization, so the budget set on the campaign level, then I'm seeing that I'm having worse results. I don't know why, I'm just noticing it across accounts when I'm having one campaign with campaign budget optimization and one with ABO optimization, Advantage Plus. I'm talking always about Advantage Plus. I'm seeing that I'm having worse results. So now I have launched a series of tests of actually running the same campaigns now, but this time with ABO in order to see if it's going to work better. And I'm going to create a video most probably with the results of that. Next thing that I need to say is that you should test different things now that we have all of these changes with Meta and Meta changing this and that. Because it doesn't mean necessarily that whatever is new and whatever Meta is introducing as a new thing, it's going to work. Meta is pretty self-catastrophic company, so we had the Advanced Plus campaigns working and now they have done some settings and most probably they ruined it. So what I'm trying to see right now, of course I would strongly suggest them to stop. It's enough. Don't do any more changes. It's been 3 months that you're doing changes on the platform again and again and again and again, and we haven't found one simple structure that we can use because you are just changing everything and you're up all of our other accounts. So this madness has to stop with all of these changes. I know that you want to prove, all of you in Meta, that you're working really hard, but you need to stop doing all of these changes because we are fed up with the bad results and the platform needs to stabilize all over again. You're just adding this, adding this, adding this. Why did you touch the Advantage Plus campaigns? The Advantage Plus campaigns were working really fine. Why did you go and you touch them? Now they're not working as they used to work. And of course, yes, I do have good ad accounts that are working well with good ROAS and all of that, but I'm talking about the smaller ad accounts, the ones that they're actually struggling more to get results. Now the Advanced Plus campaigns are not working. So I'm having old Advanced Plus campaigns that they have good ROAS, and the new Advanced Plus campaigns that I'm doing with campaign budget optimization, they don't work. So I will try to find a way of make them work like the way they used to work. And I don't know if I'm being paranoid because it's a bad period and I'm just trying to test things because I don't know what's wrong, but I'm trying to fix it. That I still feel like they are adding all the time thing. It's automated rules. Then they are adding the recommendations and they are pushing you all the time to use the recommendations. Then they go to the ad account settings and they are adding this 5% test with different things. Then they add a different section for the audiences and all of that. They just do changes all the time, either resetting the campaigns as we have seen in the previous months, or ruining something that used to be working. And this is really annoying me and many other people that we're doing actually Facebook ads. So what I would propose to you is to try to see the different settings and split test different things in order to see what is going to work. That's what I'm doing. I haven't found anything concrete except from the fact that I'm seeing consistently that when I use campaign budget optimization on Advantage Plus, it's having worse results from using ad set budget optimization on Advantage Plus campaigns. I will leave it here, and I guess in the next podcast we can discuss more and more, but I think that we're just victims here of Meta trying this and that and that and that and just being hungry to test this also and this also, while they shouldn't. You know, if something is working, they're just playing with it and they just, in my opinion, they ruined it. Okay, so the Advanced Plus campaigns are not performing as they were before. Anyway, I will keep you posted on my tests on that side, and just be careful with all of the different things that Meta is going to push you to do, like the automated rules, the other settings on the ad account level that I showed you in a video. All of these, the recommendations for AI integration. For example, the other day, one friend of mine told me that he was doing an ad, and he opened the library over there to just select the ad that he wants to use, the creative that he wants to use to the ad, and he has seen that Meta generated for his pictures several images with different backgrounds, of course with AI help and all of that, without him doing it. Okay, and I have seen in other accounts that you just do one campaign with the AI recommendation of changing, for example, the background, and then you have all of these pictures uploaded to your library from the AI auto-created, even if you have done only once one campaign. Anyway, I think that this has to stop. They're taking so many initiations right now, and they want to take so many decisions for us, which is not okay, I think, and we should have more control on the campaigns. Yeah, and I think that the biggest mistake here was that we started with an advanced plus campaign that gives them the liberty of actually choosing all of the presets and us doing nothing. And now they feel that they are entitled because they know better than us, just because it worked with the Advantage Plus. But it doesn't work like this. The comment that I had here from Vitas is that, hi Konstantinos, I noticed that there is an option to choose budget strategy in Advanced Plus campaign. Basically all my Meta accounts have got this now, several of mine, but as I said earlier, I think that we should stick to the A/B optimization for this one, because I haven't split tested it yet, but I think it's going to work better based on observations that I do. Next questions. If I run a $50 Advanced Plus campaign, is it fine if I duplicate it and launch it with 100 budget? I guess, is it fine? You know, the results are going to show if it's fine or not. I guess you can do it. I have done it several times in other accounts, even with the same creatives and stuff. You can do it in order for you to try to scale. Just don't be disappointed if one of the two campaigns is going to die. Keep in the back of your head, at the back of your head, that it might fail eventually. Okay, you're taking a risk. Whenever you're scaling something, you're taking a risk. But yes, I don't think that these are huge budgets so that you're going to worry, but there's always a possibility that one of the two is going to die. Next one. When you push more creatives, do you launch a new Advanced Plus campaign to test it first, or just create in the first campaign? I guess the answer to that is that whenever I'm having new creatives, you know that I don't like to do a BO in order to test. What I'm doing instead is that I do take something, a strategy or one structure in the ad account which is actually working, and I'm just using this one in order to test my new creatives. For instance, if I'm having a CBO crazy method broad targeting which is working very well, I will just duplicate it and run new creatives to it because it has been working in the past as a strategy and as a campaign structure. So now the only thing that I'm going to change is the creatives, and I'm going to test if it's working or not. If you have an Advantage Plus which is working in your ad account, then you know that if your creatives are good, another Advanced Plus with other creatives is also going to work. So this is how I would be testing. Also, budgets. How many ads do you have, and what kind of budget do you have in the CBO? How many ads in an Advanced Plus you have, and what kind of budget? If you have a specific comfort zone combo, then this is what I would use in order to test and have sales at the same time without losing money in stupid ABO campaigns that is just a money pit. Next, I have a small philosophy. Ask a stupid question because a lot of other people might be too shy to ask it. Okay, that's fair, and it only needs to be asked one. My stupid question is, what do you mean that we are asking too much from Facebook? My AOV in Bulgaria is 70 to 73 leva, depending on the week, and around 10 to 15 leva. Just so you know, leva, 2 leva is €1, I think. around 10 to 15 level cost per purchase, depending on the ad set, ad creative. Okay, so in your example, you would be asking too much if you have a 10 or 15 cost per purchase. So if you do one CBO and you have $100, instead of putting 10 assets, if you put 20, it's like you are asking from Meta to give you, in average, $5 cost per purchase because you are putting 20 assets over there. So you are asking too much. If your average result is between 10 and 50, then you should put 10 assets, 8 assets, in order for you to be able to get a reasonable result. Okay. On the other hand, if you're having a campaign which is operating with 100 euros, for example, okay, and you're having sales every day, and then you just want to take this campaign to 500, then maybe you're asking too much and Meta is going to give you worse results. This is what I mean by saying you're asking too much. I have noticed that some days I get a bulk of my orders in the morning and then nothing on the rest of the day, almost like Facebook has already reached its daily benchmark and it's searching out of scope because it doesn't want more good results for the day. At least the way I see it, doesn't Facebook just want to have the best results no matter what? It almost seems throttled. Facebook wants to keep everyone happy. So if I'm having 50 advertisers, I want all of them to keep having their daily dose of sales so that they can continue advertising. Can you explain what you mean by asking too much from Facebook? I already did. Just to add some more of my stats, I'm getting 0.22 level per landing page view. I'm doing around 2.6 to 2.8 CR. I'm doing around 2 to 3.5 CTR. That's good. I think this answer would be beneficial to the views of your channel, or I'm just stupid. And as I said at the beginning, you all need to ask a stupid question to us. It's not a stupid question. And I hope that I replied with what I said earlier. Let's go to the next one. Hey friends, I love to hear you test new creatives you're testing new creatives in 2024. I already said how I test new creatives. Let's hear his view. Let me share my strategy first, although I think it's not a practical one. It doesn't matter if it's practical or not. What matters here is that it's working for you. So we have to respect the fact that it's working for you. We have to listen to it. We don't need necessarily to apply to our other accounts, but we have to see it and maybe we can learn something out of it. Each weekend brings about 10 to 15 new creatives from my video editor and UGC creators. So first step, a lot of creatives. That's very good. I'm using an old ABO to test them, giving each creative 2 chances, total 20 to 25 ad sets. If one turns out to be very profitable, I create a crazy method CBO with it or an advanced plus campaign with the best few creatives. So my disagreement with ABO is that something that's working with 20 doesn't mean that it's going to work with 100 or 150. Having a CBO crazy method means that you're going to have a CBO which is going to distribute the budget as it wants to the ad sets. So if it does so, that means that you might have an ad set which is spending much more than 20-25 that you were spending on the testing phase. Also, testing all of these creatives on an ABO with 20-25, it's too costly comparing to throw them in a CBO or in an advanced plus and test them while you are having sales. That's my own disagreement, but again, it doesn't matter because this is something that you have found and it's working for you and your character and your personality and it's your comfort zone. If I test directly with CBO Advanced Plus campaigns, it's cheaper test for me. Oh, okay, so you admit it, but I feel like I'm not giving each creative enough chance. Okay, let's discuss about this because I see that this is one thing that people are looking a lot. So, for example, if the dominant creative in Advanced Plus isn't profitable, we set it down, but maybe a few more chances could make it work. Trying a crazy method with dynamic creatives often complicates things, and then we can find the Instagram Reels post IDs. Yes, you have disadvantages with dynamic creative ads. You cannot find the post ID. On Advanced Plus, yes, you have dominant ads, but you can always duplicate the campaign and run it without the one dominant ad, so you end up with 2 campaigns, so you're testing like this, your creatives more. And at the end of the day, what I want to point out here is this. You don't have to give the same budget necessarily to all of your creatives. This is not a democracy. This is an arena we're having fights over here. We're trying to find the best creative combo. If we find it, then okay, let's give more budget to the others. But eventually, there's going to be always ads that they haven't been tested efficiently. So what I want you to understand is that you should not be bothered about testing each one of your creatives with the same budget, so that you can be sure that you tested all of them. But you have to worry about finding good combinations. If you have 10 to 15 creatives every week, even if you don't test efficiently 3 or 4 of them, but every week you get a winning combination, that's perfect, okay? You will never be able to test each one of them with the same amount of money without losing money, okay? That's the point over here. So some of those are not going to get the budget that they should, but it's totally fine because you have a production and you're finding winners at the same time. What do you think is the best strategy that's both practical and fast, but also give its creative enough chance? Enough chance you're giving with CBOs and Advanced Plus, because if something, especially in Advanced Plus, if something is getting all of the budget, you duplicate and you run the other ads, and they're going to get enough chance eventually because they're not going to have always a very strong ad taking all of the budget. That's my opinion though. ABO with different ads for each CBO, okay, you're telling about different things. It would be great, Konstantinos, if you could make a video about this. Does this podcast count as a video? I hope it is. Let's move to the next question. I have a Facebook product catalog. Okay, this was really interesting. I have a Facebook product catalog that has different products going to different websites. Guys, I have never seen a catalog which is having products that they go to different websites. I never had one and never created one. When I try to create ads, it says add website, but they are different websites and the URLs are in the catalog itself. Can I ignore this and publish? I'm confused now how to run catalogs. I tell him that I have never had a catalog like this and I'm lacking the experience, and he says, I did it in 2020, so 4 years ago, and it has all my items in there, all different products, all different websites, and attached to my Facebook shop. I don't think Commerce Manager existed. Of course, it didn't exist in 2020. I had a Facebook shop that still exists, and I just added. We had shops in 2020, I guess, and on 2020, at the end of 2020, the shops started, I think, but we didn't have iOS yet. Okay, I don't remember. It's been years. I had a Facebook shop that still exists, and I added all my products to it and put it into one catalog. I worked out that I need to create different sets, one for each product in the catalog. Then I created seven different variations for each product set, for each product, which is product set with different images. Then in the ad set, I selected the set I want to use. Then I ended up with one ad that set has one product with 7 variations. Then I duplicate 6 times, so I have 6 ads for one product that has 7 variations. Okay, interesting. I guess keep me posted on this one. But this is a very old catalog also. I don't know if it's still accurate or not. I guess we will know. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.